Yo, I am sitting here with Miss Bella, man. This is awesome because I feel so privileged because you do so much, man. Would you introduce yourself and just tell us what business you got going on right now?
Okay. Hey, y'all. I'm Bella. I do print shop. I have a custom print shop. It's called Bella Specialties. And then I also do, I'm a chef in culinary. So I provide food and services for different, large businesses, catering events, and that's called Bella Specialty Foods.
So we got the custom, we got the clothing, and then we got the food, the catering. Man,
For sure.
How do you manage both? Like, it's that balance right there. First of all, let me just say that is really big and that's really amazing because just taking that entrepreneurship role and to having your own business, a lot of people are scared to even start their own. Like, they'll have an idea, like, I want to do this, but they never get started.
Exactly. I think, like you said, balance. It's just being your own boss, like being a leader and just following through. So it's definitely hard at times, don't get me wrong, but
For sure.
for the most part, it's a balance. You gotta want to do it.
Gotta want to do it. And what made you what drove you to start, I want to do clothes and also, we're going to start with the clothes first.
Okay.
And then what made you, how did that even come about?
So, actually, the print shop started with my cousin. I get a little choked up about it because she actually inspired me to starting the print shop. I lost her in 2019. She was murdered. And it was just something that I wanted to keep her name alive. I wanted to keep her legacy flowing, and I wanted her kids to be able to have something to look on, just keep pushing forward with.
Yeah,
So,
that's amazing.
So,
and with you starting that, is it people reached out to you, or is it what made you want to take that next step? I really have a passion for this. I really have a love for this.
It was more like, I know if I feel this way and I want to see her face and I want to keep her legacy going, I know other people feel this way as well. So then it kind of branched out into not only do I want to do this for me and mine, I want to do this for everyone. I want everybody to have this same opportunity to be able to say, hey, I have a loved one and I want to, I want them to keep living. No,
that's amazing. And
yeah.
What's the name of your brand again?
So it's Forever Brittany.
Forever Brittany.
Yes.
Man, that's amazing. And how long when did you start the as far as with the clothes and everything?
So it was immediately after her passing, 2019, and so it was just getting all the tools and just putting things together, and it just honestly, when you turning your pain into passion, and you're doing something that really fulfills what you want to do, it sees its way through. So it's I didn't even have to do too much. It just started flowing. Yeah.
And it's really cool that you used you said, hey, I want her name to live on. I want to do something big. I want to do something for her.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of times people it'll push them into depression and
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to do anything, but you I'm gonna do something big. I'm gonna let her name live on.
Cause it's
how
a
did
bigger
you find
picture.
That strength to?
Yeah, it's definitely a bigger picture. It's sad at first, and we want to change something that we can't control. But we can't do that, obviously. So only thing we could do is grow from it and be bigger. I know that she'd want to, look down on me and say, hey, my cousin doing her thing, and be proud.
Awesome.
And so also looking down on me, her kids looking up at me saying, look, hey, my cousin doing something for my mama. I want to keep going. That give them a reason to keep living.
No, that's
striving.
Amazing. Yeah. And you actually, I seen you walk in here with you had a jacket. Can I see that?
Yeah,
let's see. Yeah. Actually, the whole outfit is killing it. So
yes. So it's I have a brand. It's called Slow Feet Don't Eat. And so I kind of put this together in the mix of just printing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, let's keep going.
That is awesome, man.
So, yes.
Y'all get a good look at that. That is awesome. Those colors too, man. This looks amazing. Yeah, I love that. And if somebody's interested in purchasing this, how would they go about doing that?
So you could definitely hit me on Instagram. I'm at Bella Specialties LLC, and we can purchase from there. I have a website, www.bellaspecialtiesllc.com.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
either way.
So, and then outside of, like, for your clothes too, you do also do custom?
Yes,
for
I
people
do
too?
customs
Okay.
for anyone who's willing to or wanting to do a brand, or just wanting to put something together, like family reunion, birthday parties.
No, that's awesome.
Anything, yeah.
Yeah, so,
sure.
no, you guys heard it first. Definitely go check her out. And you said starting a brand, so you're, like, helping people. What made you, like, want to help people? Like, I want to use what I have to help somebody, like, start with, if they had a passion or a dream to do clothing. Like, how did that come about?
I just know that I wish that I had a little bit more support when finding what it is that I want to do. So I want to be that help to somebody else.
Oh, that's
I feel
amazing.
like we all have a purpose, and my purpose is to bring people together and help.
Yeah.
That's what I like doing.
No, you definitely have a good spirit about yourself.
For sure.
So, as far as, like, growing up, like, do you have any siblings or?
I do.
Yeah.
It's I am a middle child, so I have an
Oh,
older
man.
brother, a younger sister, and a younger brother.
Okay, cool. The middle one.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
I am originally I'm from Chicago, but I was raised in the suburbs. So
Gotcha.
went to school out in Naperville, and had a good upbringing.
Yeah, that's
I would
good.
say. My mom is from Cabrini Green, so just a little background, just like she wanted better for us, and she'd make sure she gave us a better life.
And did you take anything from your childhood that made you take on that entrepreneurship? Like, when I get older, I want to just be a
Yeah.
boss. Like, I just gotta be a boss.
For sure, I watched my mom be a boss.
No, that's awesome.
So she definitely paved the way and showed me that, being an entrepreneur is where it's at.
And you definitely got a lot of game from moms.
Yeah.
We're gonna shout out moms.
Yes, despite our differences, shout out mom.
Yeah. So, moms are definitely important.
Yeah.
And, man, look. What is it? Kevin Durant. Everybody remember that speech? He thanked his mom, man, first and foremost. Man.
Oh yeah.
Moms are
Definitely.
everything. I do want to say, for the food.
Mm-hmm.
Now, got a chef, man. You also got the cooking going on.
Yes.
Man. So tell us a little bit about that. What inspired that?
So for cooking, I had kids early. I was a young mom, and for young moms, it's hard. It's hard as far as like babysitting and staying in the work industry. And I kept getting like fired. I kept trying to convince my boss to believe me as a mom, and sometimes people can't. Like they can't see your side of it. So I was just like, the best thing for me to do is to make a way at home.
Mm.
That way I can raise them and I could still, provide for them.
That's awesome.
So I did what I knew.
Yeah.
And, you got to cook in a home of 3.
Yeah. No.
You definitely got to cook. So I started there cooking, selling plates, and I think, where it really started was everyone coming to get a plate. And, just inspiring and motivating me to keep going, like, to sell. It was just like, these are good. Your food is good. I'd buy this.
Word of mouth.
Coming over every day, like, okay.
Yeah.
We're
Like, I
going to
can
see
turn
if
this into
y'all
something.
serious. We're going to turn this into something. Let's see. So I definitely saw it forward and was just like, let's do it.
As far as, like, the stages to that, like, what's some of the things that you have to go through in order to, like, starting that? Like, how did you establish that? Because I know, like we was talking about earlier, a lot of times it'll be like 100 places doing the same thing. Like, what made you say, all right, this is how I'm going to do this is how I'm going to stand out, this is how I'm going to get people to know about what I do, know about my food?
So I built my clientele basically just coming up with a plan on how I would sell. So I just sat down and was like, man, who needs food but can't leave? Like barbershops, beauty shops.
Oh man,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like
all the time.
All the time. I know I go in places and I'm 12 hours in and I'm like, dang, I'm getting my hair braided for 12 hours. I need some food or something, you know. So basically just, thinking like that, like masterminding that part of it, like, wow, okay, I'm finna go into them places and try to see what it is that they need. Like, I started selling to all the local barbershops, beauty shops, nail salons, just taking gourmet food in there, and they ain't ate all day and feeding them.
Wait, what you got? Wait, hold on, what you got? And then once they get a taste, they like, wait a minute.
Oh yeah. It's definitely a quality that I have people. You don't have to oversell yourself. Definitely when you keep up on your quality and you actually put love into your food and care and time. Like, I came up with a plan. I make sure that I see that through and. That's my plan. I get my food bags and I'm out the door.
I love that you said that, like, as far as quality, because it's like that saying, quality over quantity, because if you just so quick to just sell somebody anything, they never return.
Yep.
But if you give them that quality, they like, oh man, hold on,
yeah.
I gotta, what is this again? I gotta get.
And that's
the
best part about what I do too. Like, I got a lot of returning customers, so that keeps me motivated as well. So it's like to hear them, man, that salmon was good, or man, that was the bomb. Bring it back. Like, it's just like, oh, okay.
It sounds like you throwing some love in there too.
Yes.
You cooking with some love in there. So
yes, always.
What's the process for you while you cooking? You got like some slow jams going, or what's going on in the kitchen?
Early a.m. I start out because my morning starts early with cooking, 4 a.m.
Oh man, you want.
I don't like nothing to be cooked the day before or nothing like that. I cook everything the same day.
No, that's awesome. Fresh.
I like fresh food, for sure. So I started out with some gospel, and then I'll slowly inch into some R&B, and then I'm out the door. While I'm driving, I got my little rap music going.
Hold on. Got this for this.
That's it.
Yeah.
Gotta soothe you. It's a movement.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
For sure.
And that's so dope because, again, a lot of times people will say they want to do something, but you like, I'm going to these places. I'm finna put this work in.
For every no, I get a yes.
Yeah.
Every no, I get 3 yeses actually.
Yeah.
So I'll never let that discourage me when they like, no, I'm good. I don't want none today. I'm never like, I ain't going back to that shop, or I'm not. And I'm never like mad at the person either. Your no it's okay. Because sometimes I'll get in there and you'll tell me no, and then it's somebody next to you who ordered and they eating it, and they like, hold on, Because I respect that. Everybody don't eat from everybody.
Right.
So it's like, it's okay, Word of mouth gonna get me where I gotta go, and just my product gonna get me where I gotta go at that.
Quality,
so it's like when you do feel comfortable with trying what it is that I have, you're gonna love it, and I don't have to worry about you ever saying no again. And I actually used food to produce my clothing that I wanted to do. So
like that's really cool that you said that, because I often say you can take your passion, you can take one lane and open the door to another lane from that passion, you know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what you did, which is amazing.
Of course.
A lot of times people think, I just got to stay here.
Oh, no.
And they'll just like stay content and just being in this one spot. But you like, I can do this with this.
Oh, yeah. Because you need the funds. It has to come from somewhere. And so I just knew that that's what I could do at the moment. So I did what I could to make something else happen.
No, that's amazing.
And it worked itself out.
What's some of your specialties that you like to make?
So I'd say fried lobster. That's my favorite. That's where I started.
Ooh, y'all hear that fried lobster? Ooh.
Pot roast sliders, definitely.
Okay. That sounds fire too.
The salmon over mash with the creamy spinach sauce.
Ooh, yeah.
It's just, I have so many dishes that I'm just like the lobster rolls. Like, I love the specialty part of it. That's really where my name came from.
Your unique touch to it. For
I
sure.
like to definitely put out foods that you can't just go drive up and get. That's what makes, you got to do something different. When you're different, that's what makes you different.
No, and it's really cool that you said that because, I was thinking, I'm like, if there's 100 people doing the same thing, what makes you different? What makes you stand out?
That part.
And
so when you're different, it makes a difference.
Doing that specialty,
yes.
I put that special sauce on that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I mean, Good Burger had a special sauce.
Yo.
So, I need SpongeBob. They had a secret sauce. They just inspired me. You got to have something special that everybody wants.
No, that's amazing. And was there ever times where you I don't, because I oftentimes when people get started, something to throw them off. When something doesn't happen right away, they'll quit. They so quick to throw in a towel. Have you ever had a moment like that with either the clothing or the food, and you was like, I don't know. And what have you ever had a moment that made you want to stop, and what made you keep going?
Yes, I've had a lot of moments where I wanted to stop. Life will tell you that it's easier somewhere else. When they say the grass is greener on the other side. But when you just are in touch with yourself and you know what you're capable of and what you can do, that's really what takes you where you need to go.
Sure.
I think my push and my passion was my kids, for sure, number one. But second, to keep going, it was the worth that I knew I had, the self-value, the self-love, and to, I could do it.
Oh,
I definitely can do it. So I used all of that to just keep going, no matter how frustrating it got, no matter how many times I wanted to quit and say, hey, I want a regular job. I want to be normal again.
Yeah.
I haven't worked it's been 3-4 years now. So it's if God don't put opportunities in your face for nothing, He don't put you in places for nothing. I live in a neighborhood where I'm surrounded by doctors, lawyers, judges, and I'm the only one on the block, upcoming.
I got you.
And it's just to be in the region, God's telling me something.
That's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? That it's not for no reason. And so for me to feel unworthy or feel like I'm just there for nothing, that's crazy. He didn't place me there for nothing.
You said it, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people don't use God gives us all something, and a lot of times we know we want to do more, but we so content with playing it safe.
Yeah.
And the safe route is usually the most depressing route because you're man, if I was younger or if I can go back, I would have did this different or I would have did this. You never want to be one of those people. You know what I'm saying?
When you got God, ain't no age on nothing.
No, for sure.
Because it could happen like this. You just got to believe. You got to have faith in your own situation. So, the question you just asked, I think I gave myself a little bit too much credit. It was God. Seriously.
Sure.
Those times where I got down and those times where I really needed to keep going, it was God. It definitely was.
No, God is definitely, do everything. And just because I know everybody has different religious beliefs, but I believe in God, but I do believe you have to have some faith. You have to have some type of faith in order to get to whatever dream or idea that you have and whatever you believe.
You got to believe in something.
Believe in something.
That's it.
So
believe in something. I wouldn't take anything from anybody, but my journey is my journey. Yeah. So I'm going to put it out there. I can't deny it.
For sure. No, and I love that. And you spoke on the motivation of your kids too.
Of course.
A lot of people, I said in one episode, after you have kids, it can either take you up because you all right, it's getting real. I got to do this, this, and this. I got to do this for them.
Yeah.
Or it can take you down. And some people choose to like I said, play it safe. Man, I ain't, I don't know what to do.
It's a balance because, to be honest, they'll do both. It's like a trampoline when you got kids.
Yeah.
Like even when you go down, you bounce back up. Like they'll be your motivation to bounce back up. Like so, I just feel like I don't know. Like kids, they the both.
And it's cool. Like so, your kids. I know I've seen, but for the viewers, like they get a chance to like see you behind the scenes, like see you doing stuff, and they picking all that up. So I think that's really dope and important. Like
for sure,
little entrepreneurs in the making.
On the rise.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I always try to instill that into them because I feel as though had I not seen it, it wouldn't be as thick as it is on me. Like what's in you is what's in you. Nobody could take that for you. God got it for you. You never seen it. You'll still see it through. But I feel as though them seeing it is leading by example.
No,
and that's
definitely. Yeah, leading by example. You said it. And that what you have in that time, like that's probably one of the dopest things about going into business for yourself or being independent. Like I'm not knocking jobs, like anybody working a job, but if you take some time to, because we all got passions, we all got dreams, and a lot of times we put so much into these jobs that we not put any time into ourselves.
That part.
And then if we put some time into ourselves, we have more time to be with our kids, to be with our family. Like
that part.
Nobody wants to be like, man, I can't even make it. I gotta work. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that's
my number one thing. I wanted to be able to show up always. Like I never wanted to be a time where they'd be like, dang, mama was too busy, or mama, that's the best part about being your own boss, because it's like I'll drop everything for them.
Yeah.
And that's I feel like that's why I'm so like successful and balanced, because it's like you have to have that balance where like money is everything, but spending time with your kids,
man, that's
that you can't buy that. You know what I'm saying? And I heard some people say like, why do we work for all of this money just to get money, not take care of ourselves, and then pay for our health, use that money to, because we're not taking care of ourselves. Nobody understands the amount of balance you have to have when it comes to that. Saying no is essential. Yeah. But saying yes and showing up is essential too. Like,
yeah, that's ooh.
No, seriously. So like the kids, immediately after God, they're the head of my life.
That's awesome.
Seriously.
And I seen something Dame Dash was like, he's like, he's like, you can have all the money in the world. He's like, but if you don't got people around you that you can spend time with, that love you and you love them, he's like, you broke. He's
that's
like,
it.
You got kids and you ain't no spend time with them, you broke. He's like, because like you definitely want to be there for your kids. He's like, that's the real wealth.
Most people strive to get to where they want to go, and they block out everything along the way. And then when they get there, it's so lonely because you didn't just shut everybody out, shut your whole life out, everything.
I gotta be here. I gotta do this.
I gotta do this. So it's like it has to wait.
But
it has to balance.
And it's a big sacrifice too. Like,
it is.
But it's a sacrifice because you so comfortable with like, all right, I know I got this coming in. I know I got this coming in every week or whatever. If I take this leap, it's a possibility it might not work.
Yeah.
But it's a possibility it will work.
It will work too.
But people stop like right there. They like, I want to play it safe. I don't want to.
Yeah, I agree.
What would you say to like the dreamer, somebody that like has dreams that they've been holding on to? Like,
do it.
Do it.
Do it. Like, do it. All fears aside, like, do it. I can't say nothing else. Really just do it. Like, because that's just been my mentality as a young mom coming up in general. Single mom, no help, no nothing. Like, I got to just do it. Like, and you got to have that motivation and put somebody in the back end of it. Hey, I got to do it for this person. Because sometimes we won't just do it for us. Us is not,
find
you know what I'm saying?
You
gotta find motivation. Yeah. Like, us is not big enough for us to move how we want to. So it's like, all right, cool. If I can't see it in myself to do it for me, let me find somebody to do it for.
I do it for my kids. I do it for my mom.
I do it for my...
Gotta get my moms out the hood, whatever. Yeah.
My cousin kids need me. Like,
yeah.
So got to keep going.
Oh, that's amazing. Can I ask, what is something that you try to instill in your kids, something that they can take with them forever?
Love.
Love.
Yeah. I try to not push the money issue or the having things or the material things. I want them to remember that love conquers all. Like, love on one another. Love who you love before it's too late, you know?
No,
We all got a certain amount of time here.
Yeah, and, you know, love is a powerful thing, and a lot of people don't get that. So you'd be surprised how you just being nice to somebody, showing somebody some love, it changes like their whole day.
Come on now. Yeah. Yes, it definitely does. Just positivity, I would say. Definitely. Just being positive to somebody, being nice and loving to a person, like, it could definitely change the energy. Yeah,
most definitely. And what's you were saying to me earlier, you had a content.
Yeah, content creators night.
Yeah, and how did you come about that?
So I actually just thought of it. And that's the thing about being creative. It's crazy because at 2 a.m. you'll just have these ideas and they'll just hit you, and it's like you
have the notebook next to the bed?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. The little dry erase board, like, hey, touch base with this in the morning because, you know, this might be something. So I definitely, I definitely just put it out there. And was just like, hey, who would be interested? And I got a lot of feedback. Like, you'd be surprised who really, like, watch you. Like, I think people are so stuck on, like, numbers and who follows me and who likes, and that stuff don't matter.
Yeah.
Like, for real, when you're doing your thing and, like, when you're not worried about all of that, like,
just let it flow.
People watch. Like, people see you. So I believe that I have more supporters than I actually think I got supporters. So I feel like it's going to be something productive. I just really thought about it to put it together for people who are like me. Like, man, I love making content. I make content with my kids. They get tired of me. They're like, man, Mom, get that camera on my face. Yeah. So it's like I wanted to put together like a fun night where people just come together, network, businesses, and we all do the same thing.
No,
hey, let's
really
eat,
cool.
Let's laugh, let's do skits, let's do YouTube shorts, TikToks, you know?
And that's really big, and being able to do something different like that. And as far as for your business, what's something in the future that you're trying to accomplish with your business, that you're trying to, like, take it as far as with your brand?
I would say with my print shop, I just want to be as helpful as possible to the crowd or whoever's in need, just as well as grow my brand. So I do see a print shop in the near future, just a place where people could come in and get whatever they need on site. Awesome. And so for my food, I want a food truck.
Yo.
You know, everybody keeps screaming restaurant, but it's like, I don't want y'all to come to me. I want to come to y'all. I love it because I like getting out, engaging with y'all. I like, you know, when I come in the shops or different areas and, you know, people hungry and they just like, you know.
No, that's really awesome.
You bring energy to the shop. You do this, you do that. Like, I still want that.
No, that's cool. I mean, and then, you know, you might have a couple of them things and then like, yo, look, we demand that you give us a restaurant now.
No, for sure. I definitely see that too down the line, you know. Because, but for me, I always want to be on wheels.
Oh, that's awesome. And, you know, a lot of times, like, it's just so dope that, like, you always see a bigger picture in whatever you want to do.
Oh, yeah.
And not being content.
Definitely. So I'm very open-minded to whatever. But I definitely have my blueprint mapped out on how I want things to go. And I think that's very important, you know. Going with the flow is cool, but, like, you gotta have something. Yeah, you gotta have a plan. You gotta have it mapped out.
Have something in mind, like where you trying to hit.
You gotta see it, and so that's my biggest thing. That was like with the content night. Like I seen it before I actually seen it. So it was like, dang, I could see us all in that event space, you know, contenting out and doing what we all love to do, having fun.
No, that sounds amazing.
So it was just like, you definitely have to have a vision of it, and I'm a visionary for sure.
And do you have like, you do like vision boards and stuff? Or?
I do. I do within myself in my home with my kids. I do prayer boards.
Oh, that's
like
awesome.
Yeah, so we do. I've never done like an actual vision board party or anything like that, but I think stuff like that is really more personal. I think that just for me, I like to keep that personal just because we all on our own journey, and I don't want to broadcast it or put it out there because it's really for me.
Yeah.
It's really for me. Ain't no time limit on it. Ain't no rush to it. Just get it done.
And then how we just spoke on like having like a plan. The fact of just writing something down.
That part.
It's just like power in writing something down because you already got them wheels turning in your head. Like, all right.
It's biblical. Write it down.
And then the next thing you know, like, I forgot I wrote that down.
Exactly. That part. Like I always have a prayer list, and then I go back to it, and you'd be surprised how many things I've already checked off the list. Like, man, dang, I put it on here, and it's off just like that.
Yeah.
We have so much stuff going on in our head. Like, just write it down.
And meditate
just
on it.
Just write it down.
It.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's it.
No, that's powerful, and that power and writing down those ideas, writing down a dream, because as long as it stays in here, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna just stay in there. You gotta have like a.
Gotta put it down. So it's been times where I write stuff down and I'll come back to it years later. Like, dang, I did. Because sometimes you're not ready at that moment.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it may be something you have to ponder on or grow into, or, your spirit just not right yet. So now, look, I done wrote that down last year. I'm ready for that. Like, let's do that. Like, okay, let's do it.
That's amazing. And, I also, because I follow you too, seeing the type of mother you are and like how you have to have fun with your kids, like taking that time out to spend time with your kids. Like I was telling you earlier, I was like, man, it's so cool because a lot of the stuff when you was little, you like, man, like it's like you reliving that.
Yeah.
And
you want to be a kid again.
Man, and you enjoying it, man. It's like, yo, it's amazing.
For sure. I definitely use them to bring back my euthanism. Like, I definitely like, I want to be a kid again, y'all.
Yeah.
This is fun.
And
like,
because you look pretty young, so like when you out, do like people be like your sister or like your brother, like
they do. They think my youngest son is my brother. I'm like, no, this is my child.
How does that make you feel? Like,
that feels good.
Yeah.
I can't say I want to. When you're getting older, it's wisdom. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I love being 30. 30 is a prime for me.
Yeah.
But it definitely feels good to, be complimented and told that you're young as well. So it's a little balance.
Yeah. And a lot of times, like you said earlier, there's never an age on when you should start or when you shouldn't start.
Or when you'll be blessed to start.
Yeah.
I know that what they always say, like, oh, I didn't start this multi-million-dollar company till I was 50 or till I was this, or man, it takes time.
Yeah.
It's a process,
Definitely
and ain't no shortcuts to this process. You got to go through it.
Now, I think, what is it? I think they said Steve Harvey didn't really start getting his movie stuff going until he was in his 30s, like to
Come
get
on
them
now.
deals. And Sam Walton, Walmart, he didn't like open Walmart until like he was in his 40s or something.
Yes.
So like you said, it's never really. I think I think that Vera Wang, she didn't really kick off until she was like in her 40s.
In her 40s, yep.
Man, a lot of times people they'll let that age
discourage them.
Yeah, discourage them.
Don't do it. It's people now who are 19, 20, they there where they want, they're not all the way there, but they're, ahead of where you are, and you look at it and you like, dang, they got to start early. Like, that's just, you don't know. Everybody's journey different. You just don't know what's in store for them, what they had to go through to get there, Some people start early, end early, Like, some people start late,
But the main thing is getting started.
Just getting started. That's it.
That's awesome.
Seeing it through.
And what's do you have like a favorite quote? Can you give us a favorite quote or favorite Bible verse that you like? And
So my favorite scripture is I can do all things through Christ whom strengthens me. Yeah, so that's something that I take with me everywhere I go because like I'm nothing without him. That's it. Like just point blank period. I'm nothing without Christ, and I know that with him all things are possible, and that he gonna help me see it through. Yeah,
I definitely feel that.
Dark times, money can't help you. Dark times, people can't help you. Like it be Christ who pull you out. So for sure.
Definitely, I definitely feel that, and just having that faith to get you through those days, like at your weakest points or weakest moments.